Welcome to Budee's document management module. This solution is to remove all paperwork from your job sites by allowing an administrator to model any paper-based document. There are many settings. This is a highly configurable document management solution and also has 14 different field types. If you ever encounter a field type that is missing, please contact support@budeesolutions.com and we can advise or implement a missing field type. To begin, navigate to the Documents section in the administrative website. Here you can manage all your documents for your workforce. To start, create a new document by clicking the Add New Document button found near the bottom of the page. Scope. In Budee, a company can have two different scopes of documents. Documents that are for everyone at the company, as in people across projects, and documents that are scoped specifically for a project. This allows flexibility for commonly used documents that are company-wide and project-specific documents that only this particular job site will understand and use. Company Budee, job sites here. Private. In Budee, once a document is submitted by any user, they are essentially publicly available to all users. In safety, it can be useful for people to be able to see other submissions, understand what is going on, and be aware of reports. In some cases, only administrative staff should see document submissions. By checking off that it is a private document only, administrative staff will see submissions. Edit locked. In Budee, once a document is submitted, it can still be edited by the submitter and any/all administrative staff. If the edit locked is toggled, only administrative staff will be able to edit a submission after it's published by the original user. Required by. In Budee, we attempt to ensure users only see relevant documents to their job. If you want a document to be available to everybody, simply leave it as project-wide. If you want only certain users who have been assigned a specific role or a contractor to be able to submit, you can select as many roles or contractors as you like, and only users with those assigned role or contractor will see the document available to them in the mobile app. Name. This is the descriptive and recognizable name employees will recognize when viewing documents. Description. This isn't any additional, even long-form description of the document. Let's work through an example. Suppose your company has this document that they're looking to model into a digital solution instead of a paper-based process. You can see here a field safety audit, some basic header information, and basically a series of yes, no, or not applicable items. Let's make this company-wide scoped. We want the same audit done at all project locations so it's comparable across the company. Let's make it not private, so all employees can view inspection results, as it does not contain any private information, and if viewed by employees, spreads awareness about results at their project locations. Let's make it edit locked. Once an inspection is submitted, we don't want to have it editable by anyone but the administrators afterwards. For required by, we're going to leave it project-wide. Anybody can perform this particular inspection. We're going to name it Field Safety Audit, and the description will be an audit that is required to be done monthly for all projects. Let's add this document. Here it is. You can see it's edit locked, but not private. It's in draft mode, scoped by project-wide, everybody at the project, and scoped company-wide. Let's click on it. All right, let's take another look at the paper document to understand what it is we're going to be modeling. Starting from the top, our first field is this, a client and address. In this case, it looks like a text input. You can see I selected from the list of field types a text input, gave it the same name, client and address. And a helpful tip for users, this is not required, but just if it is a confusing field, a small tip can help for clarity. Let's add that field. Okay, we've got our first field. Let's quickly get through the header. In this case, listing the employees that are audited, we'll use a user list. The auditor, this would just be a user. The next field is a date. Tasks observed. We'll do text list. Now that we've got the header built into our document, let's take a look at the real meat of this document, being this table of questions. What we see here is one description and essentially three options, either yes, no, or not applicable. In this case, we'll use a radio group. Down below, because I'm selecting a radio group, I have the ability to add options. So I'll add yes, no, and not applicable. Let's take a look at how our document is starting to look by clicking on the different view types. And I can see the browser view here. You can see our header information and our first radio button right here with our options. Now, when you look at this table layout, which is pretty common in most safety documents, it's just the same question over and over and over again. Here we're going to make use of the duplicate feature. I'm going to select this last field we just added. And I'm just going to duplicate it, for example, 5 times. Now I have the same radio group, yes, no, not applicable answers. All I really need to do is change the descriptive text. See if I can copy and paste this. All right, that worked out well. For this example, we're going to leave it at this amount of fields. There's a lot of fields in this document, so you can imagine just duplicating the entire, the correct number of fields to match all the fields in the document, and just copy and pasting over those descriptive texts. Now that I've finished building my document, it's time to publish it, make it publicly available to the users at the job site. Here it is, field safety audit, published. Heading over to the documents module as a logged in user at the training tutorial project. I can find my field safety audit right here. I can create a new submission. And here you go, you see the client and address. Who are the employees I'm auditing? Oh, I'll audit my colleague Maddie. I'm the auditor. The date, today. Tasks observed. Couple quick text items from my list. And now you can see those radio groups of questions that mirror that table. I'll go yes, no, non-applicable, yes, no, not applicable. Now that I've finished my audit, I'll publish the document. Successfully submitted. I'll go back to my dashboard. I can see that there was one submission today from the field safety audit. I can click here and I can view the results. Thanks for watching a tutorial on creating a simple document in Budee.